Good morning students. So welcome back to my 114th video for class 12 economics. This is macroeconomics part, and under macroeconomics we were discussing unit 3, determination of income and employment. This is part 15. Okay, so in our last class we have discussed about the saving curve. I gave you the explanation of the saving curve. So the saving curve, it starts from the point on the negative part of the y-axis. What does that indicates? So this indicates that there is a negative saving when national income is 0, and SS, that is the saving curve, has a positive slope which indicates that the positive relationship between saving and also income. So with the increase in income, saving also increases. Next point is that saving curve crosses the x-axis at point R, which is called the break-even point. So you can see here, so the SS curve, it starts from a point below the x-axis and it has a positive slope, that is, it slopes upward. This indicates that with the increase in income, saving also increases. And third point is that the saving curve intersects the x-axis at point R, which is also called the break-even point. Okay, last point is that after saving is positive after the break-even point. So after the break-even point only saving becomes positive. Before the break-even point, saving was negative. Okay, so this is what all about the saving curve. So in our next class we started with the types of propensities to save. So there are two types of propensities to save. First is average propensity to save, and next one is marginal propensity to save. Okay, so average propensity to save, APS, and marginal propensity to save, MPS. Okay, so average propensity to save, it is the ratio of saving to corresponding level of income. Like APC, that is average propensity to consume, it was the ratio of consumption to the corresponding level of income. APS is the ratio of saving to the corresponding level of income. Okay, so APS is equal to saving, that is S by income, that is Y. APS equal to S by Y. So this is the table which will make you the concept of APS clear. The first column shows income, that is from 0 to 400. The second column shows savings, that is minus 40, minus 20, 0, 20, then 40. So in order to get APS, which is the ratio of saving to the income, for the first level APS is 0 by minus 40, which we minus 40 by 0, which we cannot find out, so give a dash. Next is minus 20 by 100, just give minus 0.20. For the third level APS is 0 by 200, that is 0, then 20 by 300, that is 0.06, then 40 by 400, that is 0.10. Okay, so next is next is some important points about APS. So APS, it can never be never be 1 or more than 1, because why? Saving can never be equal to 1 or more than national income. Okay, so whatever the amount of income is, we used to use a part of it to consume, rest only we used to save. We cannot save the entire amount of income. So if we save the entire amount of income, then only APS will be 1. So since saving can never be equal to income, APS can never be 0, and saving can never be more than income. Whatever you will get income, from that only you will save. So saving is a part of income, so it can never be more than income. Okay, so APS can never be more than 1. Next point is it can be 0. So APS can be 0 because saving can be 0, right? consumption, in case of APC cannot be 0 because consumption cannot be 0, but APS can be 0 as saving are 0 at some level of income. Third is APS can be negative or less than 1. So at income level which are lower than the break-even point, I have shown you APS can be negative and there will be this saving then. Okay, only after the break-even point APS is positive. Okay, then there will be saving. Last is it rises with the increase in income. So APS rises with the increase in income. Why? Because the proportion of income that is the proportion of income that we use for saving keeps on increasing as people begins to save more. Okay, next let us start with marginal propensity to save, that is MPS. Like MPC, marginal propensity to consume, it is also the change. Okay, it refers to the ratio of change. So MPC refers to the change in consumption to change in total income. MPS, it refers to the ratio of change in saving to change in total income. Okay, so MPS is equal to change in saving, that is del S, by change in income, that is del Y. Okay, so this table will give you the idea of MPS. So in the first column we have written income from 0 to 100. Second column is saving. So second column is saving, minus 40 minus 20, 0, 20, 40. Okay, next column is change in saving. So in order to find the change, we cannot find it from the first level, so from the second unit only we can find. So change in saving is from minus 40 to minus 20, it is 20. Again from minus 20 to 0 it is 20. Again from 0 to 20 it is 20. From 20 to 40 also it is 20. So change in saving will be 20 for all the level of income. Okay, now change in income, for the first level we cannot find out. From the second level, from 0 to 100 it is 100. From 100 to 200 again it is 100. From 200 to 300 again it is 100. And 300 to 400 it is also 100. Okay, now we have change in saving and change in income with the help of which we can find out MPS, marginal propensity to save. Okay, so the first for the first column we cannot find out because we have nothing to divide with, right? From the second column, from the second row we can find out 20 by 100, which gives us 0.20. So MPS, it is same 20 by 100, 20 by 100, 20 by 100, and for the last level also it is 20 by 100. So MPS remain constant at 0.20. Okay, so this is all about marginal propensity to save. I hope this is clear to you. So one more thing I want to tell you, that MPS, marginal propensity to save, it lies between 0 and 1, like MPC. Like marginal propensity to consume, MPS also lies between 0 and 1. So if the entire additional income is saved, that is del C is equal to 0, then MPS will be 1. Okay, and if the entire additional income is consumed, that is del S equal to 0, then MPS will be 0. So the value of MPS, it varies between 0 and 1. Okay, so keep in mind. Next, let us move into the difference between APS and MPS. Okay, so if we are told to write any difference between two things, it is better to write in a table. Okay, so I have prepared this table. So on the left it is average propensity to save, on the right it is marginal propensity to save. So you can write the basis on the left also and also in the middle. Okay, so it is your choice where you want to write on the basis of meaning. So on the basis of meaning, average propensity to save is the ratio of saving to corresponding level of income at a point of time. Okay, marginal propensity to save, it is the ratio of change in saving, that is del S, to change in total income, that is del Y, over a period of time. On the basis of value less than 0, APS can be less than 0 when there is this saving. That is, till consumption is more than national income. MPS, it can never be less than 0, as change in saving can never be negative. That is, change in consumption can never be more than change in income. Okay. Next is on the basis of formula. So the formula for APS is equal to S by Y, capital S by capital Y, and the formula for MPS is equal to change in S by change in Y. Okay, del S by del Y. So this is all about the difference between APS and MPS. So students, keep in mind and go through all what we have discussed. In our next class, we will be starting with the relationship between APC and APS, and also MPC and MPS. Okay, so what we have discussed today, we have discussed the types of propensities to save. First is the average propensity to save, next is the marginal propensity to save. An average propensity to save, it is the ratio of saving to corresponding level of income. Formula is APS is equal to S by Y. These are some of the important points about APS. Next is MPS. It refers to the ratio of change in saving to change in total income. MPS is equal to del S by del Y. Okay. So last we discussed about the difference between APS and MPS. So prepare it in a table. Okay. If you get more points, then you can write it. Okay. So I have written only 3. You can write more if you want. Thank you.